relaxation, and well-being. That universities like Harvard and Yale have written on the benefits of manage emotions, but more importantly also for us here in this audience, it actually improves productivity. It helps our teams perform better, and it makes us better leaders. And to demonstrate that, there's 2 or 3 key research that I want to take your attention to. So this is a research that was done on how Sudarshan Kriya affects stress. So serum cortisol is the stress hormone in the system. So what the scientists did, they took 3 groups. One group which had been practicing Sudarshan Kriya for 2 months. The second group was beginners who were just going to learn it for the first time. And the third group was a group that used to relax listening to classical music. And then they took the first and the second group through a session of Sudarshan Kriya, and during that time, the third group just listened to classical music. They measured the serum cortisol levels of all the 3 groups before the Sudarshan Kriya session and then after the session. And these are the results. So before the session, what they saw is that people who had never done any kind of practice, their cortisol levels were about 375. But those who were practitioners of Sky, theirs were much lower, around 150. When they went through this session, then from 375 for the beginners, it falls to nearly 150. But the regular practitioners, theirs also goes down from about 175 to 80. Now you will notice that with the classical music, also cortisol levels comes down, but with time it goes back up again. So the result is not long lasting. So the study concluded 2 main things. It said there's a 56% reduction in stress the first time you experience Sudarshan Kriya, but more importantly, regular practitioners of Sudarshan Kriya have 70% less stress than everybody else. Talking of productivity, I'm sure you're aware of this idea of being in the zone or the flow. Many sports people talk about it, where you are really focused on something, 30 minutes go by and it feels like just 5 minutes. And when that happens, actually we don't feel tired. We feel energized by that. And that is the state of flow. Now there are many ways to come into flow, but Sudarshan Kriya allows you to get to that state. And this is what the scientists have said. Through the use of Kriya, it enhances our brain function, and the combination of theta, alpha, and the beta waves is what the scientists claim is the flow state. Now, what is the great benefit of being in the flow state? This is a study done by McKinsey. It's a 10-year study with 5,000 executives, which showed that those of us who are in a flow state are 5 times more productive than those who are not. I want to show you just one last research. This is done by Harvard, which shows that in 8 weeks of practice of these techniques, actually your brain structure physically changes. And what does that do? It increases the gray matter density of the hippocampus, and it decreases the gray matter density in the amygdala, the part of the brain which responds to stress. Yeah. And as a result, your stress increases, but self-awareness increases. Stress reduces, self-awareness increases. Why is self-awareness important? Because that has an effect on teams. And the research shows that teams with higher self-awareness, they make better decisions, they collaborate better, and they manage conflicts better. So on one side, the use of these techniques helps us relax better, but it also is helping us be more productive and even helping our teams. And to that effect, here is this last study, which was actually done with almost 1,200 TLEX participants in 30 different countries. And this is what they shared. They said 90% of them, it helps them stay calm in difficult situations. For 93%, they said it actually, while staying calm in difficult situations, it helped them enhance their performance. For 87%, it helps them connect better with their colleagues, work better with their colleagues, and 83% said it improved their focus on the job. So with that, I want to just thank you for your attention. If there are any specific questions, I'm happy to take those. Just thank you so much. Yes, please.
I do a lot of work on first person and neural science. This flow was used by Michael Kaminsky in an entirely different context.
Yes.
You know that, no?
Yes.
Where the skill level matches the job level. I mean, it doesn't come in here.
Yes.
So flow was used by Michael Kaminsky in the 70s, who was a great psychologist.
Yes.
So flow, I don't know how relevant it is here, you know.
Yes.
The entire research on flow is in a different direction.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So, as I said, there are many different ways of getting into flow. I fully agree with that. And the point being that if we are in a state of flow, then it is helping with productivity, and that's the larger point that we were sharing. Yeah. Great. Thank you so much.
That was indeed quite an informative presentation. Thank you, sir. We would now like to felicitate Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji. I would request Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa, to kindly do the honors, please. Thank you once again. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now have a short tea break and would reconvene here after half an hour.